Immersive virtual experiences are become more common in museums, but what do I mean by immersive experiences? A detailed introduction about our senses. An immersive experience released by the American Museum of Natural History.
In order to understand our senses, we have to keep in mind that the way we look at the world, the way we take in things from the world, is through organs and through structures that evolved. This makes it a very natural history kind of an exhibition. What we want to try to do is immerse you into situations, how your senses work, and how those senses might work in other organisms. Think about what's coming in. Light is coming in, chemicals are coming in, sound, information about where you are in space. So all of this information is coming in, and we have evolved these mechanisms, they're machines really, that collect this information. Our senses get integrated together to give us this overall picture of the world that's around us.
IDEON is a global design firm dedicated to building digital products that defining brands and designing service for the human experience. IDEON believes that immersive experiences are constructed environments that use sensory stimulation to feel real. Immersive experiences aren't always digital, but immersive technologies are great explanation amplifiers, like science fiction, come to life. Virtual reality assists digital world to step into. Augmented reality creates digital layers over the top of the real world, and mixed reality is a combination of the two. According to a report by the Department of Culture, Media and Sport, DCMS, the total number of visitors to museums and galleries sponsored by DCMS was almost the same in the 2017 and 18 as in 2016 and 17. Major increased institutions located in Victoria and Albert Museums, Vienna, increased by around 1 million visits, up 27.8%. Royal located Greece, up 12.9%. Women's collections, up 10.5%. National Museums, Louvre, up 9%. For the remaining museum, the number of visits decreased in 2017 and 18 compared with the previous year, including the National Gallery, down 18.2%, National Private Gallery, down 10%, British Museum, down 16.5%. It can be seen that there is a huge gap between museums. But museums will take away more people flow, therefore this may lead some museums to pay attention on improving experience, such as immersive experience to attract more customers of different ages. So, how museums are using immersive digital experiences? In 2019, Tim Tams reported that the mixed reality experience would be put into use in Science Museum. In the Museum of Natural History, visitors can interact with digital copies of dinosaurs and fossils. The project is collaborated by 7 organizations. Factory 42 is the leading collaboration. It also received a grant of $4 million from UK Research and Innovation. Cassie suggests that not just a digital experience, it will be somewhere between being part of a theater show. Additionally, in 2015, the Wall Street Journal introduces some typical immersive technologies in the museums.
Be revolutionary. They're trying out interactive exhibits and new digital tools like virtual reality that some museum observers say could blur the lines between education and entertainment. At the New York Hall of Science in Queens, environmental sustainability is taught in this interactive display, the Connected Worlds exhibit, which features 20 projectors that light up the walls and floor. At the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown, a Virginia museum set to open next year, a 4D movie will be one of the centerpieces. Visitors watching the 8-minute film will see costumed actors and special effects, smell the aroma of piped-in gunpowder, and feel their seats rumble when cannons are fired on the screen. The National World War II Museum in New Orleans has a similar immersive film that's shown on a 130-foot wide screen and features moving sets, snow, wind, and shaking seats. Smaller museums like the Illinois Holocaust Museum and Education Center in Skokie are serving as test sites for new ideas, like this interactive video of Pinchas Guter, a Holocaust survivor. Guter was taped in a setup like this one, with roughly 100 cameras and more than 6,000 LED lights, and answered about 1,200 questions in more than 20 hours of interviews. Now visitors can ask Guter questions.
Do you remember any songs from your youth?
And voice recognition software picks out his responses, as demonstrated in this video.
It's in Polish. Jadą dzieci, jadą drogą.
But not all of the new immersive exhibits hinge on the use of emerging media. The interactive exhibit at the Museum of Science and Industry Chicago teaches visitors about patterns found in nature before they are left to wander through a maze of mirrors.
I also visited Casablanca in Barcelona, which uses AI technology to allow the visitors to visit the past stories. Live in an ocean of air at Saki Gallery in the UK is a VR experience, and the Maritime Museum's offshore experience in the Netherlands, which is mixed reality experience space. It is worth mentioning that offshore experience is a very successful project, which brings many visitors to the museum as well as many awards. They even won the Museum of the Year award in 2018, which was awarded by the largest public cultural award in the Netherlands. It is decided by public vote, so I interviewed marketing Monica of the museum. First of all, why do museums use immersive technologies in exhibitions?
Yes, with virtual technology, the visitor is part of the exhibition. It is an experience, and the visitor can sometimes even change the outcome of the game. These days, people like to interact and knit, just standing before an object and read the story. It is also something that you can do together. Teamwork or get a discussion started on what is wrong, better, or should not happen. You even can practice your skills in knowledge of physical coordination.
Similarly, in 2016, Jessica Pold claims that immersive technologies help efficient learning. And what's the biggest challenges for museum?
The challenge to make these kind of exhibitions are at first the money. It is really expensive. So with the offshore experience, we had a lot of sponsoring from offshore companies. That is quite uncommon in the museum world. Second problem is to keep the equipment up to date and running. You have to have a good team of technicians in the house to be able to do the maintenance and partners that will come directly if something is wrong.
In 2019, the same problem was pointed out in Cohen's report. Heavy hydraulic and technology issues remained a concern. There are also perceived issues and data security issues that have been highlighted. In addition, it is gratifying that the immersive digital experience Allen's IDEA will launch an unfaired ecosystem median format at the 2019 NAB exhibition. I found many children come here to enjoy this exhibition. Is there any rules to protect them?
First of all, the offshore experience is A8. Children under 8 years of age won't understand what is happening at the offshore experience, so we don't recommend that they visit this experience. The exhibition and dealing with drug, a 14 plus exhibition. In this exhibition, we really tell the visitors that the children should be 14 years of age or even older. Children under 15 years of age are not allowed in the museum without guidance. And we always consider what we do if it is not hurting anybody or could do any harm to anyone, children or adults.
A new museum of interactive digital art in Tokyo, Japan, seemed to offer a solution. In 2018, Marisa Varnish reports that the museum is called Borderless World, and they advocate for borderless art. There's an indirect space for children in their museums. In the future, there may be no more physical restrictions on the museum, and visitors of all ages will be taken care of.